right. Let's bring in Matt Tuttle. Let's talk some Tesla here. All right, Matt. So I know you're not bringing us the bull case, but you're not necessarily bringing us the bear case, are you?
Yeah, I mean, that earnings report last night was horrific. So, I can't really bring you the bull case. I would bring you the bear case if it wasn't Tesla. I mean, Tesla's like a meme stock. So you never really know what's going to happen with it, with something like this. But there was nothing that if I were bullish, I'd latch on that earnings report and say, oh, wow, now I've got to buy this thing.
What do you think was the most damning element of this?
A lot of people talk about the margin compression from the declining prices, which, shocker, we lower our price, we make less money. And the Cybertruck, but really at the end of the day, I mean, Tesla's Elon, and he really, there was just nothing there in the call where, you were kind of sitting there like, all right, the numbers weren't great, but, Elon's going to come on and he's going to say something, and just nothing really there, just kind of blah.
Here's the case that I would argue is that the margin getting shredded is obviously not a great thing financially, but people are going to buy cars, don't think cars are going anywhere, and their gross margin, which dropped down to 18%, still above Ford by a long shot, whose last earnings did like 8% gross margin, and then GM, which was around 17%, and that was for the last quarter. My guess is both their margins are going to drop substantially as well. So, I mean, if Tesla undercuts the competition by dropping their prices, it can still achieve a margin that's better. I mean, Rivian, Fisker, forget about it. They lose like tens of thousands of dollars on each car, if not more. So, I mean, who's their competition, though, Matt, both from a scale, volume, and a financial standpoint?
Yeah, and, I'm a trader, so I think short term. But long term, yeah, nobody. Tesla dominates this market. They're going to continue to. People want EVs, and, most of those other companies are money losers. They lose a ton on every single car they sell. So longer term, yeah, I may look at this weakness as a buying opportunity. As a trader, I'm watching the 200-day moving average, which, is still far away, but not that far at the moment. And, seeing if we get some support there that might be viable, or if it blows through it, maybe you see a decline like we saw, at the end of last year. I think we'll need to see some real more market weakness for that, but, we got a war going on, so you never know.
Okay, so you don't hate it, but you need to see some technical support show up. I hear that. I mean, at the end of the day, the price is the price, and I've got a line on the chart that broke pretty hard overnight, so there is that for sure. As far as the Cybertruck goes, do you think this thing's going to be a big success? Is it going to be a big flop? Is it just going to be, not that exciting? Where do you stand?
I think it looks really, really weird, but I'm not going to bet against Elon. People don't make money betting against Elon, so I wouldn't buy it, but I would never bet against Elon. So I would have to say I think it'll be a success.
Okay, and I guess we're going to find out soon, because apparently they say it will be coming out this year. Where does Tesla fit into your funds, Matt? Is it a big position in any of your ETFs right now?
Well, today we just launched the only 2x long and the only 2x short Tesla. So yeah, it is a big part. We're also shorted in SGEM, because that's a Kramer a Kramer thing. So, we just launched TSLT, which is the long, and TSLZ, which is the short.
Okay, so, and this is 2X, is that right? So
The ones we launched are 2X, right? The one you've got on the screen is only a 1X.
right, that's the single stock ETF we talked about before. So now you can get a little leverage on it with the 2X.
Now we can give you a little leverage.
All right. How is the single stock ETF reception so far? You've had some time to assess it. Are people using it?
Yeah, I mean, there's about 1.4, 1.5 billion total in single stocks right now. So, we also just launched 2X long short NVIDIA because those are the two big ones, and wouldn't be shocked if we do some others. There are no 2X single stocks out there, so these have the most leverage of anything that there is, and now that we've broken that 2X barrier, wouldn't be shocked if we do some more.
All right. Thanks for the heads up. And folks sure like high beta action if they're in Tesla, so I wouldn't be surprised if they want to juice it up even more with the 2X. Matt, thanks for jumping on with us. Tuttle Capital Management, of course.